Balanced Body video for you to show you some variations on feet and straps. I know we love feet and straps, and I want to show you this a really cool unilateral variation, also with a variation of short spine at the end. I love to do this sequence when I'm doing a class that I don't want a ton of spring change. I am going to do this on one red, but of course you could be doing this on one red and yellow, one red and blue, whatever feels like it assists you, yet you still have to work with the spring. I find that a red is just a really kind of nice flow for this one. We're going to have the headrest down. We have the straps nearby, and here for easy access, I'm just going to kind of take them off to the side here. I don't have pegs on my IQ here, so they're going to be on the floor ready for me. We've got a foot bar to place our feet on, so we are ready to go. So we're going to go ahead and lie down on your back in your supine position. Okay. And as we're there, now we're going to take the strap on that right side and place it on your right foot. Okay, so same side is where that strap is going. The arms will rest down by your sides. We're gonna hold this leg at a 90-degree angle. So our body and the leg is forming a 90-degree. And the free leg, now that doesn't have a strap, is gonna lift up and meet the strapped leg. And then we're gonna tap the bar again. So we're coming up and lowering down. This is a great time to kind of check in with your neutral pelvis here. Are you staying nice and squared and level? And now last one, we're gonna hold this leg up. And now let's go ahead and actually challenge the abs by lowering it down to what I like to call your challenge point. So we're lowering it down where you have to hold onto the leg and you're already experiencing a little bit more abdominal pressure. Now when we lower this top leg to now meet the bottom leg, we are now definitely feeling how that is increasing the abdominal challenge. So we've got our core activation going on here. We have just one more. And then as this leg comes up, we're gonna hold it up. Take your free leg and figure four, cross it over. So now it's the ankle to the thigh. And then let's try some lifts and lowers here too, because this is a really nice way to stretch out the hip when you come up, is when we experience that really awesome hip stretch on that left side. And we are gonna need that, to be a little bit more comfortable in this position as we continue on. Okay, so now we're gonna hold it at the top, and now we're going to lift the hips, articulating the spine. We're lengthening up towards the sky. And then you're gonna go ahead and roll, melting down bone by bone. We're rolling the spine back down until the carriage comes neutral and settles back into the carriage. And then exhale, we're coming up. Inhale at the top there, and exhale, roll the spine down. And allow the chest to be soft. Let's try that 2 more times. Inhale, exhale, scooping the abdominals. Feeling that sequential lift. And roll it down. So really, we're not trying to move the carriage a whole lot here. But of course, that is the challenge. And one more time, we're gonna hold it up. Tuck the heel. We lift in a nice pelvic lift to the top. We wanna feel those hips very high. Now, just a small little press with the leg, and then back up. So like I said, really not trying to lower the pelvis, rather really just kind of engage that back line a little bit more. Last one. These are fun. And then we're gonna release the free leg, so it's just side by side with the strapped leg. Lower the leg down towards your shoulder. Now I'm trying to keep that lift of the pelvis and positioning of the strap. So once again, we're just holding still there. And now the mover is the free leg. And let's try this one more time towards the shoulder, back up, and then melt your spine back down again. Oh, that feels good. Okay, so now the free leg goes to the foot bar. We're actually going to switch sides this time. So now I'm finding the strap for that left strap, left foot, place it on. And now remember, we're starting all the way back to the beginning here. The left leg stays stable, right leg's going to be your mover. It's coming up, and then we tap the bar again. So now as we go into the second side, I always say that we're a little bit more wise going into it. Kind of know the choreography coming here. And now we're gonna lower the leg down to that challenge point. Check in with your hips that they still level. And now the strap leg goes to meet the free leg. And sometimes it's easier to call it that if you're teaching this series, just so that we don't get confused with right and left. One more time. And then the leg's gonna come up. Okay, free leg goes into your figure four stretch, so we're crossing the ankle over the thigh. And I would remember we have some lifts and lowers here, so that we can find that stretch at the top. So that does mean that you slightly imprint the spine to find that stretch. If you're a little bit more flexible in the hip, that's all right. Okay, sometimes we have to go in maybe just a little bit out of that neutral to find that stretch. Okay, so now let's go ahead and imprint the spine even more and peel those hips up off the carriage. Check with the hips, can you level them just visually looking at them, and roll back down. Oops, move my carriage a little bit there, try to keep it still. Inhale, exhale, tuck and peel it up. Nice big inhale at the top, and exhale, roll down. I really love the exhales when we're like melting and peeling up. That's really great. 2 more, inhale, exhale, tuck, peel. Let those toes go towards the sky. I can definitely notice my side that I have to work a little harder on here. And last one, tuck, peel, bring it up. That's good, right? So I'm gonna keep that lift now. Nice wide open broad chest, a little press with the leg, and back up. Really just to kind of engage that back line. We're not going down too far. We're trying to keep the height and lift of the hips. And one more time. And then we're gonna hold it still, release the free leg, and the free leg now goes down towards your shoulder and back up. Remember that lift of the pelvis. It's almost as if your sit bones are trying to reach towards the ceiling. And nice long lengthen the neck. One more time. And then we're gonna roll the spine down to the carriage again. Let's keep the strap on your left foot. Your right foot can find the foot bar for now. So you can grab the right strap, placing it on the foot. So now we have both feet in both straps. So we did unilateral work, and we are gonna come back to doing something bilateral, which is really nice too. So we kind of just even it all out. So we're gonna come into your frog position with the heels together, toes apart. Okay, the arms are coming down by your sides. Now this is traditionally a little light for a short spine, but I believe in you. I know we can do this. So we're gonna go ahead and press the legs out over the foot bar. Now turn the legs parallel. We're gonna go back into our lift as you crease the hips, then go ahead and lift, articulate the pelvis up. Now keep the hips high once again. We've already been practicing that, and bend your knees over the shoulder blocks. Now I want you to keep your feet where they're at in space. This is the variation. We're gonna roll the spine down, keeping the feet where they're at in space. Now, once you feel like you can't come down anymore, then you can drag the heels down towards your sits bones, and then go ahead and press out. Rotate parallel. We're gonna crease the hips, and then peel it over. So this one, I call this one like the melty version, or the one that really kind of gets some yummy stretch in. Now you might go, well, this is the normal short spine that I teach, right? There's so many different variations on short spine. So that's all right if this is this is the one that you're used to. There's so many versions. Meltings, but I love how that feels to keep the feet there and then to roll the spine away from the feet versus bringing your feet with you and coming down more as a unit. That's the traditional short spine that I know. And then here we go, we're gonna go up and over. And last one, bending the knees, keeping the height of the pelvis, because more height, we have more to sink down into. But of course, safely, we want to be safe in that lift so that we're not putting too much pressure on the cervical spine. Now dragging it down towards the sits bones. Okay, so now we're going to carefully take these straps off the feet, bringing your feet to the foot bar to help you out. You can roll over to the side and press yourself up once your carriage is in. And that is our balanced body video. Thank you for joining.